Do you ever look at successful people and wonder how they got there? Maybe you scroll through social media, watch interviews, or listen to podcasts, and you can't help but ask yourself, what makes them different from me? Is it luck, connections, a golden opportunity, hard work beyond imagination? Maybe. But the truth is deeper. The difference between where you are right now and where you want to be isn't about luck. It isn't about talent alone. And it certainly isn't about waiting for someone to hand you a chance. The real difference lies in how you think. To get rich, to build lasting wealth, to live a life of freedom, you first have to stop thinking like a poor person. Now that may sound harsh. It may feel uncomfortable. But that discomfort is the beginning of transformation. Your thoughts are not just fleeting images in your mind. They are the architects of your reality. The way you think shapes the choices you make. The choices you make shape the actions you take. And the actions you take determine the life you live. If you continue to think small, you will continue to live small. But when you shift your mindset to think like someone who is already successful, who believes in possibilities, who embraces abundance, everything begins to change. Today, we're going to explore what it takes to transform your mindset, to step into the world of financial growth, and to align your thoughts, actions, and beliefs with the life you deserve. I'll show you the common mistakes that hold people back, how rich people think differently, and most importantly, the steps you can start taking right now to see the world with new eyes. If you stick with me, I promise this could change everything. Mindset and wealth. Everything begins in your mind. Your mindset is the engine driving your decisions, your actions, and ultimately, the life you lead. Real wealth doesn't start in your bank account. It starts in your head. And this isn't just about thinking positively or repeating affirmations. Those are surface-level tricks. True transformation comes from shifting the core way you think about money, success, and abundance.
When I was younger, I didn't grow up around wealth. Like many, I was stuck in survival mode, always thinking about how to get by rather than how to thrive. My thoughts were consumed by scarcity. There's not enough money, not enough time, not enough opportunity. And you know what that leads to? You start seeing more and more of what you don't have, while missing the opportunities around you. It's a vicious cycle.
But here's something powerful I learned. Your mind is like a garden. What you plant determines what you harvest. Plant seeds of doubt and fear, and you'll harvest limitation and struggle. Plant seeds of possibility, growth, and abundance, and your life transforms. Take a moment and ask yourself, what do I truly believe about wealth? Not what society tells you, not what your parents or teachers said. Deep down, what do you believe? Many people carry limiting beliefs like, money is hard to come by.
Rich people are greedy.
I'll never be wealthy because I didn't come from money. These beliefs may feel harmless, but they're invisible walls, quietly keeping you from the life you deserve. The truth is this: wealth isn't reserved for a select few. It's about how you think and the choices you make every single day. 2. Ownership and responsibility. One of the biggest differences between wealthy people and those who struggle financially is ownership. Wealthy people take full responsibility for their lives. They don't blame the economy, the government, or their upbringing. They say, if it's to be, it's up to me. Blame is giving your power away. Ownership is reclaiming it. Suddenly you are in the driver's seat of your life. I remember meeting a man who blamed his lack of success on the fact that his parents never taught him about money. And while that might have been true, I asked him one simple question: what's stopping you from learning now? The silence that followed was telling. He realized he was holding on to an excuse. And that is the trap most people fall into. They let excuses chain them to a life of mediocrity. Life is full of challenges, but wealthy people see challenges as opportunities. If they don't know something, they learn. If they fail, they adapt. They focus on solutions, not problems. They understand the value of their time. Poor thinking says, I trade hours for dollars. Wealthy thinking asks, how can I create value that multiplies my time? This could mean starting a business, investing in yourself, developing skills that increase your earning power. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. 3. Gratitude and service. Gratitude is a secret weapon of wealth. It's easy to focus on what you don't have. That brings frustration, envy, and stagnation. Gratitude creates a sense of abundance, and abundance attracts more abundance. Every morning, take a moment to list 3 things you are grateful for. It's simple, but it rewires your mind for growth. Wealthy people also focus on service. Real wealth isn't just money, it's impact. Ask yourself, how can I solve problems, meet needs, or add value to others? The more people you help, the more opportunities will open up for you. It's a cycle of generosity and growth. Or, the rich play by different rules. Have you noticed how wealthy people seem to live in a different reality? That's because they do. They play by different rules. And the good news? These rules aren't secret. They are learnable. Most people grow up learning outdated principles. Get a good job. Work hard, save money. Hope for security. Security is fine, but wealth requires opportunity creation, value, and multiple income streams. The rich understand risk differently. They take calculated risks. They invest in assets that grow: real estate, stocks, businesses, knowledge. They leverage time rather than trading it for money. And they think long-term. Education is lifelong. Networks matter. Success isn't just about what you know, it's about who you know. Surround yourself with people who challenge you and adopt the principles that build lasting wealth. Inflation and the hidden cost of money. Ever feel like your paycheck doesn't stretch as far as it used to? That's inflation at work. The hidden tax quietly eroding your purchasing power. Governments print money. Prices rise. If your money isn't growing faster than inflation, it's losing value. The solution? Awareness and action. Don't let money sit idle. Invest in assets that grow: stocks, real estate, businesses. Increase your income, learn new skills, and spend intentionally. Inflation isn't just numbers. It affects your life, your freedom, and your future. 6. Invest in yourself first. The most powerful investment you can make isn't in stocks, real estate, or crypto. It's in yourself. Your mind, your skills, your health, and your energy are your greatest assets. Work on mindset daily. Develop skills that others find valuable. Take care of your body. Manage your time intentionally. Seek mentors and role models. Invest in learning, courses, and experiences that expand your potential. When you invest in yourself, you increase your earning potential, your confidence, and your ability to create a fulfilling life. This is a lifelong commitment, not a one-time effort.
7. Invest in value.
Wealth is about creating value, not chasing quick money. Value is what people need, want, and are willing to pay for. Apple built an empire because it provided value, not shortcuts. Look at your talents, skills, and resources. How can you multiply their impact? How can you help others and solve problems? The money follows value. Invest in things built to last. Solid businesses, reliable stocks, properties. Invest in relationships, mentorship, and community. Plant seeds today that will grow for years. Value compounds. 8. Spending habits and perception. Every dollar you spend is a vote for your priorities. Spend impulsively, and you reinforce scarcity. Spend intentionally, and you reinforce growth. The rich see money as a tool, not a toy. They delay gratification. They invest in experiences, knowledge, health, and opportunities that grow long-term wealth. Examine your own habits. Do your purchases reflect your future or just the present moment? 9. Think legacy. True wealth isn't just for today. It's for generations. The choices you make can impact your children, grandchildren, and even society at large. Legacy isn't just financial. It's knowledge, values, habits, and mindset. Teaching the next generation how to manage and grow resources is as valuable as the money itself. Start today. Save, invest, educate, and plan. Build a life whose impact outlasts you. 10. Surround yourself with wealth-minded people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to think bigger, achieve more, and grow faster, surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. Seek mentors, read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars. Wealth-minded people think in solutions, growth, and abundance. Learn from them. Collaborate. Share. Contribute. The right company transforms your mindset and your life. Live in leadership and economic awareness. Great leaders shape the economy. Policies, vision, and decisions affect opportunities, resources, and wealth creation. While you may not lead a country, you can lead your own life. Educate yourself about taxes, trade, labor, and policies. Vote, advocate, innovate. Take responsibility for your personal. You said, continue. ChatGPT said, growth. Knowledge of how money, markets, and economies operate is power. It allows you to spot opportunities that others miss and make decisions that compound your wealth. Rich people don't rely on luck. They rely on informed, calculated action. Leadership also means taking initiative. Don't wait for permission to succeed. Start projects, offer solutions, and create value in every space you occupy. The ability to lead, whether yourself, a team, or a business, magnifies your impact and your wealth potential. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the weather. Discipline, on the other hand, is consistent and unshakable. Wealthy individuals understand this principle deeply. They act even when they don't feel like it, because they know that long-term success is built on consistent, sometimes mundane actions. Set clear goals, break them into daily habits. Show up every day, even when the excitement fades. Small, consistent efforts accumulate into massive results. Think of it like compounding interest, but for your life. Discipline transforms dreams into reality. Embrace failure as a teacher. One of the most misunderstood truths about wealth is that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every successful person has failed multiple times. The difference is how they respond. Failure is feedback. It tells you what doesn't work and teaches you resilience. If you fear failure, you will never try, and if you never try, you can't grow. Embrace mistakes as lessons. Iterate, adapt, and persist. Over time, this approach separates the wealthy from the average. 14. Multiple streams of income. Relying on a single source of income is risky. Wealthy people don't depend on just a salary. They create multiple streams of income. This could be investments, side businesses, royalties, rental income, or online ventures. Diversifying income protects against uncertainty and accelerates growth. The more streams you build, the faster you can compound wealth. It's not about working harder, it's about leveraging resources intelligently. 15. Patience and long-term vision. In a world of instant gratification, patience is rare and powerful. Building real wealth doesn't happen overnight. It takes years, sometimes decades, of smart decisions and persistent effort. Rich thinkers focus on the long game. They are willing to delay small pleasures today for massive rewards tomorrow. Think of wealth like planting a tree. You water it consistently, nurture it, and eventually enjoy the shade, fruit, and beauty it provides for generations. 16. The power of reading and knowledge. Rich people read a lot, not just for entertainment, but to gain knowledge, perspective, and strategy. Books, articles, podcasts, and courses are inexpensive investments in your mind that pay exponential returns. Develop a habit of reading daily. Learn from the experiences of those who have walked the path before you. Absorb their insights, apply their lessons, and accelerate your growth. Knowledge compounds like money. It grows faster when invested consistently. 17. Avoid debt. Use credit wisely. Debt can be a wealth killer if used irresponsibly. Poor thinking says, buy what I want now, pay later. Wealthy thinking says use credit as a tool for growth, not consumption. High-interest consumer debt is destructive, but strategic borrowing for investments, education, or business growth can amplify wealth. Understand the difference. Learn to control money instead of letting money control you. 18. Health as wealth. Your body is your most important asset. Without health, wealth is meaningless. Rich people invest in their physical, mental, and emotional well-being. They exercise, eat wisely, sleep properly, and manage stress. Think of your body as a business. You wouldn't neglect your largest investment, so why neglect your health? A strong body supports a strong mind, which fuels wealth creation. 19. Giving and generosity. Wealth is not selfish. It's expansive. Giving back, whether through time, money, mentorship, or knowledge, creates abundance. Generosity opens doors, builds networks, and creates goodwill that often circles back in unexpected ways. Rich thinkers know that helping others succeed doesn't diminish their wealth. It multiplies it. The principle of reciprocity is real. The more value you give, the more opportunities come your way. 20. Start today, not tomorrow. Finally, the most crucial lesson. Action beats intention. You can think like a rich person, study wealth principles, and dream about financial freedom. But nothing changes without action. Start today. No matter how small the step, it matters. Open a savings account, read a book, set a goal, reach out to a mentor, or create a plan. Momentum builds with consistent action. Delay is the enemy of wealth. The moment you start thinking like a rich person and act on it, you begin your transformation. The wealthy mindset in practice. Living the principles every day. Now that we've explored the mindset, habits, and strategies of rich thinkers, The real question is, how do you integrate this into your daily life? Knowledge alone is not enough. The wealthy mindset must be lived, breathed, and practiced every single day. Start with morning rituals. Your day begins with the mindset you carry when you wake up. Take time for reflection, gratitude, and planning. Journaling or visualizing your goals for even 10 minutes sets the tone for clarity, focus, and action. Rich people rarely drift through their day, they steer it with purpose. Next, focus on continuous learning. Wealthy thinkers treat every interaction as an opportunity to learn. Whether reading books, listening to podcasts, attending seminars, or simply engaging with others, they absorb knowledge and apply it. This isn't passive consumption. It's active growth. Action is non-negotiable. Every principle we discussed, from discipline to multiple streams of income, is only effective when put into practice. Set measurable goals. Track progress. Adjust your strategies when necessary, but never stop moving forward. Momentum compounds faster than money, habits, or even ideas. The social circle and influence. Your environment profoundly impacts your wealth journey. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Surround yourself with people who challenge you, inspire you, and hold you accountable. Avoid toxic relationships that drain energy or reinforce scarcity thinking. Mentorship is invaluable. Seek guidance from those who have walked the path before you. Learn from their successes and mistakes. Wealthy people understand that asking for help is not weakness. It's strategic leverage. The role of resilience. Life will throw challenges. Markets fluctuate, opportunities fail, and setbacks happen. But resilience, the ability to recover quickly and keep going, is what separates successful people from those who give up. Develop a mental toughness routine. When setbacks occur, ask yourself, what can I learn? How can I adapt? How can I turn this challenge into an advantage? With this mindset, obstacles become stepping stones rather than barriers. Living with purpose. Wealth without purpose feels empty. True richness combines financial abundance with meaning, contribution, and fulfillment. Define what success looks like to you, not just in terms of money, but in relationships, impact, and legacy. Ask yourself daily, am I creating value? Am I moving toward my purpose? Am I helping others along the way? Wealth becomes a natural byproduct when purpose drives your actions, your call to action. Here's the bottom line. Thinking like a rich person isn't a hobby. It's a commitment to transforming your life. It's about taking responsibility, creating value, managing your mind and habits, learning relentlessly, and acting decisively. Start small if you must, but start. Read a chapter, save a small amount, take a step toward a new skill, reach out to a mentor, or take control of your health. Each step compounds over time into massive results. Remember, wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. The richest people think long-term, act daily, and stay consistent. They embrace failure as feedback, invest in themselves relentlessly, and lift others as they climb. This is not theory. It's proven, lived practice. Closing inspiration. You are capable of extraordinary growth. You can rise above limiting beliefs, transform your habits, and achieve the life you desire. The power to change is in your hands. Your mind is your greatest asset. Your actions, your most powerful tool. Begin today. Think like a rich person. Act like a rich person. Live like a rich person. And over time, the life you've imagined will no longer be a dream. It will be your reality. Wealth is not reserved for a select few. It is earned by those willing to think, learn, act, and persist. Commit to this mindset. Embrace these principles and watch your life transform.